Let's talk about It Started with Eve from 1941, Universal Pictures, with Deanna Durbin as Ann Terry and Robert Cummings as Jonathan Reynolds Jr., and Charles Lawton as his father. I remember watching this a lot as a child and enjoying it so much. The plot of it is as old as the hills. It's a plot that's still going on today. Basically, if it were on Hallmark television, a wacky low budget film, it would be called My Fake Fiance. You've seen it a lot. Basically, somebody pretends to be somebody else's fiance, usually to trick someone or deceive another person, usually family members. Mario Lopez did it in Handcuffed for the holidays. Sandra Bullock did it, I believe, at least twice. Once in While You Were Sleeping, wherein the man's in a coma and then she just goes to his family. You see, she's been watching him for a long time. And now that he's in a coma, she can just go to his family and pretend to be his fiance. That's a really creepy movie, even though it's meant to be a comedy. And then later on in The Proposal, 2009, she did it again, pretended to be Ryan Reynolds' fiance. So the plot is well used even today. So back in 1941, the way that they did it, everybody was consenting to it. Well, at least the two people involved. And it's not like while you were sleeping. However, Senior is kind of in bed at least and is believed to be on his last breath. So Junior can't find his fiance in time, so he just grabs a random woman off the street and tells her, I'll give you $50 if you pretend to be my fiance for just this evening. And Anne agrees to it because she needs money to get to a train to go somewhere that's not New York. See, she's been a struggling singer in New York. And it hasn't been working out for her. So she's going home to not New York. It's like a running gag that they can't remember where she's from, and because they're so New York and insulated, like that Lin-Manuel Miranda constantly makes jokes about anywhere that's not New York. In Hamilton, he makes fun of New Jersey. In Tick Tick Boom, well, it's not. He doesn't make fun as much as when a character has to go about 2.5 or 3 hours outside of New York. She might as well be on another planet as far as the New Yorker is concerned. He can't see his way to making this work. How dare you not be in New York? Anyway, so that kind of mentality is in this movie, and it's kind of funny. So, yeah, they go to the dying father. They pretend she's the fiance. And then, what do you know, the next morning, he's better. He's feeling well. And now she'll have to keep up the charade for longer than one evening. Hijinks ensue when the son's actual fiance introduces herself to the narrative. Fun moments include Charles Lawton trying to dance the conga, which is from Cuba and had been around for a bit, but America was just catching on to what was fabulous. The conga, the mambo, and everything. So, it's because Anne is young and hip and trendy. She knows about the latest from other places, and she can dance the conga. And Senior is not up on the latest dances, so she's like trying to teach him the conga on the dance floor, and he just has a grand old time as a man who is just on his sick bed. And so there's a moment of fun I like very much. There comes a tipping point, though, where the son is like, okay, now you need to leave. And she's like, you know what? I'm having fun. I'm going to continue to do this. She thinks she can get her career off the ground, her singing career off the ground, if she's introduced at a party as a fiance. Then she can get to know some people who can help her career. So basically, she decided not to go to not New York after all, at least not for a while, at least not until after this party. But it's the party where he's to announce his engagement. Oh, the complications. It's lightweight. It's not meant to be anything other than just cotton candy floss of a movie. So you just have fun with it. There are a lovely couple of medical professionals a doctor and a nurse who is sort of hovering around Reynolds Sr., and there's a bit of fun there for Charles Laughton to say, go away, all of that. Reminiscent of a performance he would later do in Witness for the Prosecution, where he's running constantly from the Nurse Plimsoll, that's, I think, her name, played by Elsa Lancaster, his wife, where she's, Sir Wilfrid, your injection! She's constantly running after him with needles and telling him, we must take our nap, and he's, we? What a nauseating proposition. That type of humor is also in this movie. Lovely film. I would recommend, well, of course, I'd recommend anything with Deanna Durbin, because don't we love her? Yes. Okay, bye.